Errors. Errors mean simply the difference between the true value and the measured value. Error can be positive and negative also. When we subtract measured value from true value, we find the magnitude of the error. Actually, errors depend on the value that we obtain in the experiment. If it is greater, that's the measured value is greater, it's going to be a negative error. And when the measured value is small, it's going to be a positive error. Errors are basically of three types depending on their nature. They have been characterized. One is systematic. Systematic errors depend on many factors like environment, instrument, the method of observation and all that. So these are also, systematic errors are also of four types. One is instrumental error, that is basically due to imperfect design of the instrument, some defect in calibration and all that, which is subject to correctness, which might be corrected depending on the steps taken by the manufacturer and all that. Second is observational error. If you have some personal bias or you are in the habit of taking the readings to the approximation, then obviously it's observational error. The method of reading some scale is just vertically above, like when you are reading optical bench reading, you are supposed to have your eyes exactly vertically above the reading or division. But if you are a little inclined, then you are committing the error that's known as observational error. This also could be removed by taking precaution. Environmental error depends on the change of temperature, pressure, humidity. These are very affecting factor. Suppose you are taking the reading of heat, then it counts a lot. That is also subject to consideration. We might take the precaution of changing the place for changing the effect of environment. And then finally, there is theoretical error, which simply depends on simplifying assumption or even your mindset. If you are in the habit of taking this classical approaches while taking the reading, then that's going to be theoretical error. Now it's all analog system. We have to switch over to it. Then remedies, I have told you side by side. But second general type is random error. The size and direction both are subject to change. But random error, you never know. You don't have the prediction even. For example, you are taking experiment of heat and you are supposed to count the blinks appearing on the screen time and again. And there comes a moment when you just close your eyes for a moment and then you open. But in the meantime, that dot has appeared on the screen, has gone away. And you fail to count. You never know that dot appeared. So this is random error. Random error, because you don't know, it's not your knowledge, then it could not be removed. Then what is gross error? That is the error because of the blunders committed by the person observing the instrument, and these are also not much subject to correctness. Only the thing is that the person taking the reading has to be changed or replaced.